Welcome to Stacy Podcast. Promise. If you wait for me. He rushed to find me. I was clumsy at that time, only losing to an A, listening to the kids in the next class say that I was when he saw me coming back. He hurriedly chased after me. I don't remember the road very well because I just transferred schools at that time, plus I always depended, thinking that Bach was with me every day, so I didn't pay attention to the road. The first time I came home from school, alone, without you, she was beside me talking and laughing. I suddenly felt terribly empty. Thinking more about how in the morning, that feeling of sadness rose again, crept into my heart, making me just sit on the side of the road and cry, because even if I go, I don't know where to go. Is being fat a crime? I thought bitterly. Suddenly, a familiar hand gently placed on my shoulder, none other than that tall skinny guy. As soon as I saw him, how many emotions I felt when being teased by my friends for so long seemed to burst. I put my head on his shoulder and cried, louder than before. Bach did not coax, just let me cry. I was tired of crying. I sat still, tears smeared his cheeks, wet both his hair and his shirt. Bach gently took a towel to wipe my tears. His voice was as gentle as confetti falling on a windy day. Come on, it's okay to be fat, as long as you're always cute in my eyes, then there's no need to cry. He talked a lot, I don't remember them all, but that's enough. Suddenly, I felt my heart skip a beat. We came home late that day. And of course, when we got home, a smile was lit on my lips. Very light. At school, Bach and I are placed in different classes, but he is good at all subjects, so of course I have a great free tutor, sometimes pats my head softly on bad days when I can't concentrate on work. Lesson, yes, that's the nature of a girl who is absent-minded in her studies. Over time, my grades in all subjects were getting higher and higher, and of course, it was undeniable that his work, Bach spent a lot of sweat and gray matter for a slow-digesting girl like me. Bach loves cakes. I learned how to make cakes for Bach to partially compensate for the merit he gave me. At that time, every Sunday afternoon in the small kitchen, it was filled with laughter of the two of them, kneading dough, baking cakes, and spreading ice cream. Sometimes, Fo would smear both flour and cake on each other's faces and then booed. Countless hundreds of Sundays like that, because Bach kept asking to eat the cake I made all the time, my baking skill was getting better and better. At the school camp, the organizers asked each class to open a small booth. He told me to do it. Chef of their class booth. Of course the whole class agreed. I was both happy and worried, not because I hadn't taken on such an important task. But again, a thin, bony hand, full of warmth and trust, gently squeezed my hand, telling me to calm down. Just that is enough, right? Thank you for listening to the first episode of Stacy Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the channel to watch the latest episodes.